Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel The Guardian Sun. So we have been able to cover till here like last lecture was deep learning and ANN. So in today's video we will be starting with generative AI kind of introduction and a high level overview of Amazon Bedrock. Okay, so let's start. So let's first start with a short recap of the previous video. Right. So if you remember, like I did actually, AI could take decisions, right? Okay, but couldn't learn. Okay, so we kind of specialized it. So ML could take decision, and we perform the specialization on AI, and now ML can learn. Okay, now came deep learning. So ML was able to take decision and learn. So we again did some specialization on machine learning. Now can could take decision, could learn, and deeply learn. Right now came GenAI. Right. So we again performed some specialization or deep learning. Now it could take decision, could learn, deeply learn, and generate something new. Let's say example problem for each like chess game or rule based game, stone paper scissors. Right? For this stone paper scissors. For ML, let it be spam classifier. Right? Example, we are getting multiple mails. Right? Among them, some mails are suppose tomorrow you get a mail like, "Hi, you have got a lottery of 50K." So this is a very high chance that it is a spam, right? And tomorrow you may get a mail like, "Ankit, please join the meeting in 10 minutes." So this is not a spam, right? This is a priority mail. This is a real mail, right? So training the models to classify that, like Gmail has that, right? It kind of classifies whether the mail is spam email or non-spam email. How it happens? If you want a short overview, what happens? Data set is created, right? Like there we keep some words like or some sentences like if you get something like the sentence is, "Hi, you get a lottery of 10K," then classified as spam, and "Hi, please join meeting in 10 minutes," non-spam, right? So we create different sentences and their corresponding value, spam or non-spam, and we kind of create it and put it in Excel file. Okay, there can be different sentences and corresponding output, and we train the model, and finally it is able to predict whether the mail is spam or non-spam. Okay, example of DL problem like image classification, like we had seen in the previous video. We were discussing about example where we were giving the image and the model by recognizing whether it is square, triangle, rectangle, right? Now this is what like chat GPT creating something new. Like you ask chat GPT to write down a poem. It will write down a poem for you, right? What extra it is doing is creating some content, right? So till here we all have been able to understand, right? Okay. So this is what we are. So GenAI is what? Some generating. From there the word has come, right? Generating something. Now what can be generating? It can be video, can be image, audio, text. Now, how this generative AI actually works? Let's see at the high level. What happens? First, training data is prepared. Okay, training data is prepared. Let's say, example of a coding chatbot. Okay, so there is a chatbot. Let it be its name as Codex, or let it be uh, Coder Bhai. Coder Bhai, right? Let's the name be chatbot be Coder Bhai. So what it does, it provides codes. Now let's see like how it would have been created. Okay, first train data is prepared, right? Let's take an example. Which let's take this example. So now first what happens? Training data is created. Training data is created. Okay, what will be the training data? Like suppose now this is giving code. So what I will give, I will create to is create a document that will have Java snippets or whatever language we like. I am a Java developer, so I'm talking about all the Java snippets, and from that can be from multiple sources. So that can be from multiple sources, and give it to the model to get trained, right? So what I am trying to develop a coder bhai, a problem chatbot that will provide code. For that, first what I will do, I'll be preparing a training data. What I will do is creating a document that will have Java snippet that can be taken from multiple sources and give it to the model to get trained. Now, on this training data, on this training data, the model will deeply learn, recognize patterns, okay, and generate something new. Okay, so this is what happened. This is what behind the scenes happened, right? So first data was prepared. On that data, deep learning happened. Patterns was recognized, and something new was generated. So this is the high level view of how generative AI works, right? So there is a two-step process. What is that two-step process? Training data and deeply learning, deeply learn on that, deep learn on training data. Okay. Now let me give you a glimpse of where the role of developers comes. See, if you see here, the coder bhai chatbot response is dependent on the training data that I provide, right? What if I provide wrong data or some insecure data? Coder bhai will give the code, right? That code may be insecure, and people like us may directly copy paste that code and create a business loss, right? It is possible. The code may work. The code working doesn't mean correct or production grade. So there comes the role of a real developer who sees the code, reviews the code, and then apply the code production. Getting so still learning is relevant. From this, I gave you an intuition, right? Now, suppose you want to develop a city-like application, okay, and there you want to develop a chatbot, okay. That chatbot interacts with the customers, takes their queries, and kind of tracks order or give information about customer order, okay. So we want to develop a chatbot or AI in our application that interact with customers, takes their queries, and kind of tracks their order, give information about customer order. Okay. So for this it will be generating something, right? Generating something new, right? Like yeah, this is the issue. Okay, you can solve this way. Here is your order. So generating content, generative AI, right? Generative AI, right? So this is generative AI application, right? Generative AI application, right? Now a question to you. What do you think? What do you think? Will we be creating a or training a model from scratch to develop that intelligence? Just take a pause for 1 minute, think about it, and comment it down. Pause, pause it, pause it, pause it, pause it, paused, thought, let's get back. No, we don't have that much time, money, or resources to do that. So what we gonna to do? So what we gonna to do? Sir, there are already models called as foundation models available in the market that we can fine tune according to our use case. Getting so we do not need to create a model from scratch. Already some models are present that we need to fine tune according to our different requirements. Okay, now question comes, where are these models present? So here is the model for that. Okay, here the different models are present. We can access the models from here and fine tune according to our requirement. Okay, let me show you something. I have already opened my AWS account. Let's okay. So this is how the AWS is, right? So we will going to the Amazon Bedrock service. We go to playground, select model, So if you see, there are different chatbots already present. OpenAI is already here. I would be thinking, what is the difference between this OpenAI and already that available in website that is you are interacting daily? Meta is also available here. Anthropic Cloud is also available here. Let's interact with this Amazon, let's say Nova Micro, okay, and apply. Let's talk with it. Like, hi, hi, Ankit, hi, Ankit. Okay, you see, it is giving the response. Okay, so this model we're going to fine tune. Now, why it's needed to fine tune? Why can't we use directly this model to in our application when it is already available? When already this Amazon Bedrock is giving this model, why we can't directly integrate with our application this one? Why fine tuning is needed? Okay, let's see. Where is my order? Like, see, it is asking order number of tracking number. What is that order about? Let's talk it. Let's see how this randomly behaves. See, I don't have access to specific details about your personal orders or private information. How I can give you some general advice on how to find out about that. Okay. So if you see, this doesn't have our personal information or doesn't have what we are talking about, what order, right? So according to our application, we need to fine tune it, kind of train this model on our specific app data so that from there it can give instruction to the customer. Yeah, your order is here. This is how we do the order. This is how we track the order, right? This order application can be different for different applications, right? So our AI chatbot should be aware of how we are handling this order, right? So for that we need to train that. Okay, so that's why fine tuning of this model is needed. We can't use it directly. Okay, got it? So what is this Amazon Bedrock? It's a mall where multiple models are present according to the cost, according to our use case. We will be selecting the different models. Okay, and getting our task done. And we need to perform fine tuning of the model. Why? You already saw, right? Because it is not aware of our specific data, like what specific operation we want to perform. Like it is not aware like how we order we are handling in our application. Okay, so for that we need to provide some documentation and fine tune the model. Got it? Let me write down why fine tuning is needed. Because fine tuning is needed because it's unaware of how specifically we are handling orders in our application. It requires documentation for our application, get trained, and accordingly answer. Okay. Now you would be thinking, okay, this guy told, yeah, ChatGPT. He also showed us some models like already available. Let me go again. The playground. When already too many models are available, all those ChatGPT models are available, then why basically it's needed to what is the use of this in the Amazon Bedrock, right? You would be thinking, right? The playground open here, ground, that model. Let's see again. You see, Anthropic is already there. Okay, if you go to OpenAI, so GPT is there and all are there only. Then why not directly sending our data to ChatGPT, right? So see here, what is the difference between Amazon and direct GPT? Amazon Bedrock is for developers. Suppose you want to answer customer queries using AI for application, right? So you can't directly send user query or information to the chat GPT, right? So there comes Amazon Bedrock, a mall of models. Pick the model according to the price, according to the use case, fine tune it, and achieve the objective. So this was it. Today just wanted to give you like a high level overview that how generative AI is working, how in real world actually this application AI application are being made, what is this Amazon Bedrock, and what is the difference between this Amazon Bedrock and ChatGPT. Okay, we will be creating AWS account. I will be showing in the video how we are creating the AWS account, how we going to go to the service. Everything will happen. Just I wanted to give you a high level overview so that we have that clarity, right? Now we are building the foundation. You see here the course roadmap. So we are now in the foundation stage. Like this is covered, this is covered. Now I have started like how generative AI actually works. I gave you a high level overview. What is this Amazon Bedrock? I give a high level overview. The upcoming videos will be going deep diving into like what are the different terms like tokens is there, parameters is there, temperature is there, all those things, right? LLM, what is LLM? All those things we'll be understanding in the next video. Okay, so stay tuned. We're gonna to cover from here, here. Okay, that's all for today. Badhiya insan.